Hi, this is CAT 2023 Quant Slot 1 Solutions. So we will look at some questions that have come in the Quant section and look at good ways or nice ways to solve it. So you can solve it faster in the examination. So the different approaches, the key is to get the best way or the shortcut method to solve the questions. So we'll look at a few questions. Okay, here x and y are positive integers such that log x squared plus 12 equal to 4. Normal and so on. So your two equation basically there are two variables, you can solve it. But one approach that you can look at out here is that substitute values. And normally for substituting values when they are variables and simple values. Now what are the simple values I can substitute out here? I need 4 on the right hand side. I see there's 12 and x square and x. The simplest value I can think of substituting is 2. I can't substitute 1 because log of 1 becomes 0, denominator cannot be 0. So the simplest value I can substitute is 2. And if I substitute 2 out here, 2 square plus 12, 16. So if you look at log of 16 to the base 2 is 4. This is log of 2 raised to 4 is 4. Satisfies. So moment you know that x is 2, substitute out here. X cube is equal to y raised to 1 based on the log formula. So that means y will become 2 cube, which is y is 8. So you have y is 8, you have x is 2. So automatically x plus y will become 10. Right? So simple substitutions, substitute simple values and check. It need not be that always when you substitute you get the answer. I mean sometimes you don't get. But what I recommend is substitute. It doesn't take time to get the answer. If you get the answer quickly, you save a lot of time. If you don't get, you lose some time, but then you can move on to the other approach. But most of the time substitution works well in the CAT. Okay, let's look at the other approach. Now, first step is we'll take the first equation because there's only one variable out here. Convert into a normal log. So x square plus 12 is equal to x raised to 4. You're removing log, the formula for log. Bring it together, x raised to 4 minus x square minus 12 equal to 0. If I put, let's say, x square equal to k, let's say. I'm converting into quadratic equation, it becomes k square minus k minus 12 equal to 0. If you look at sum of the roots becomes plus 1, product of the roots becomes minus 12. So roots of 4 and minus 3. Like 4 into minus 3 is minus 12, 4 plus minus 3 is plus 1. Which means I get k, I can't have negative, so I'll take positive value because log, I mean base x cannot be up. So I can take x, x square is equal to k. So I can't have x square equal to minus 3, so k equal to 4, which is x square. So x will be again 2 out here, positive because x cannot be negative because base of log cannot be negative. So once I get x as 2, I can take the right hand side equation, which is I'll get log x to the base y equal to 1, 3. So you get x cube, okay, log base y equal to 1, which is x cube is equal to y. From that you get y is equal to 2 cube, which is 8. So x plus y will be equal to 2 plus 8, which is 10. So two ways. One is substitute values. Now substitution will take some time to get used to it. But I've known a lot of sums in CAT where you can work with substitutions, simple values. And it becomes quite fast. So instead of solving, writing all the equation, getting the answers, if you can substitute and do it fast, you can do it orally and you can do it extremely fast. It may not work in some cases, in which case you may have to resort to equation, but the amount of time you save by substituting could be huge. But it will take time to get used to the method. Second, this is again an algebra. Now you see a square out here. One of the properties which normally is used in algebraic solution is you find square plus square plus square whatever equal to 0, then each of this value will also be 0 because square will be either 0 or positive. Since the sum is 0, so each individual value is 0. Okay, you can't have positive because then the sum will be positive. So the key is to convert this to a perfect square. So x square, if you look at plus, I'm keeping the square as it is, minus 2y plus 1 the whole square. Right hand side will be 4xy minus 4y square. Bring it to this one. So x square plus 4xy plus 4y square. Okay, plus x minus 2y plus, you need not write all of them, writing it down, but you need not keep on writing in the exam. So this becomes x plus 2y the whole square plus x minus 2y plus 1 the whole square. So now we have square and square 0. So each individually is 0. So we write the second part, x minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. right? So what you get is x minus 2y equal to minus 1, D option, because individual value becomes 0, so you get x minus 2y is equal to minus 1. That's what is asked, x minus 2y. So normally these things come with practice. The moment you practice more similar sums, you will understand how logic is. I need to put square as square and make it 0. Then you will try to convert it that way. Next, a little lengthier sum. There are different ways of solving it. Maybe 3 odd approaches of solving. Let me take up one-off approach and try to go about it. One is to try to substitute values. Okay, so I know, for example, root 2 is 1.4. Okay, I know. So root 4 is 2, root 5 is 2.2, root 6 is 2.4, root 7 is 2.6. Approx, they are all approximate, not exact values. Root 8 is 2.8 and root 9 is 2. This is approximate. It's good if you can know this, it helps. So when I say root 2 is 1.4, 2 plus 1.4 is 3.4 into 3, right? Becomes 10.2. And my right hand side is 10.2. Okay, I'm also looking at the options. My options are 2.2 into 4 is 8.8. 7 is 2.6 into 2, which is 5.2. Root 31 is between root 25 and root 36, almost 5.5. 5.5 into 3 becomes 16.5. Root 7 is 2.6 into 3 becomes 7.8. So I have 4 options. The difference is minimum is 1. So I can a little bit approximate it. If the values are very close option, then you can't approximate. Here the difference between 8.8 and 7.8 is 1 minimum. So I can take that. So to get 10.2, let me see what a left hand side can be. I'm just putting x10. Suppose I put x10. So what do I get? Root 59 plus root 41. Okay, root 15, you need to be good at approximating out here. Now root 59 is basically more than 7. Okay, and so 8 square is 64, 7 square is 49, between that. So it's more than 7, less than 8. So 7.6, 7.7. And root 41 is more than 6. So this is more, it comes much more than that. Much more than 10. I want 10.2. So I put x equal to maybe 5. So I put 5, 25 plus 9, 34 root. 25 minus 9, 16 root. Right? So add, this becomes 4. And 34 root is a little less than 6. Okay, so I need 5.9, 5.8. We are very close to 36. So 9.9. I want 10.2. So I put x equal to 6. 6 5 is 30 plus 9, 39. 6 5 is 30 minus 9 is 21. 39 is 6 point something, 6.3, 6.4. 21 will be between 16 and 25. So 4.6. So something around it will come to almost 10.11 approximately. So if you look at the values of between 5 and 6 but closer to 5. So maybe I can take x as maybe 5.3. If I take x as 5.3, this will become 53 plus 9 root. Will become root of 62. Root of 62 is less than 8, slightly less than 8. I can mark the answer as D option. Okay, one approach of solving. Okay, just substitute the values. Okay, but here there are a couple of things. I need to be comfortable with calculation and I have to be comfortable with approximations. If you're comfortable with that, then this can be done quickly. Else, the second approach that we can look at. Okay, I have to, these are 2 square roots on the left hand side. If I want to compare with right hand side, I need right hand side also 2 square root. What is right hand side? 6 plus 3 root 2. 6 is root of 36. 3 goes inside 18, root of 18. Now if you look at the difference between these two is 18. Also the right hand side, the difference between 2 is 18. Which means I can compare, I can put 5x plus 9 as 36. And I can put 5x minus 9 as 18. The difference between these two is 18 and right hand side also is 18, satisfies. So which means I will get 5x is equal to 36 minus 9, okay, which is 27. So x is equal to 27 upon 5 cube, which is around 5.4. Once you get 5.4, you can substitute out here 54 plus 9. So root of 10x plus 9 is root of 54 plus 9, which is root of 63. Root of 63, take 9 outside, becomes 3 root 7. Satisfies D option. One more approach which is solving the whole thing, but that will take a long time because squaring border side, you have to double square border side, writing all the equation will take a longer time. Not advisable, even if you don't know, it's fine. And the third approach which is there. Okay, and the fourth approach which is using options, which is again little lengthy here because options are complicated. Substituting each option and calculating will take a longer time. I would not. So there are four methods. I've taken two methods which are there. You can pick up which you're comfortable. There are two more methods, but they're too lengthy if I'm not getting into the whole aspect about solving them. The key in the exam, it's very important to leave which takes long time or their tougher sums. Look at good approaches, easy approach to solve. Okay, next let n be the positive integers such that 168 is a factor of 1134 raised to n. So I have 168, 168 if I look at goes in 8, 8 into 21, 21 is 3 into 7. So it comes to 2 cube into 3 into 7. If you look at 1134, sum of digits is 9 goes in 9. So I'll go 9. 9 into 1, 9 1s are 9, 23, 9 2s are 18, 54, 6 are. Now if you look at 126 itself goes in 3. Okay, so 3 square, if I look at into, if it goes in 6, 6 into 21. Okay, 6 if I do, it becomes 6 into 21. And then you can break it up as this one. So 6 to the 12, 21, and then you get the answer. I repeat first. So you get first 9. If I break it up as 9, 9 1s are 9, 23, 9 2s are 18, 54, 9 6 are 126. So 9 into 126. Okay, 126 is nothing but 6 into 21, and 21 is nothing but 3 into 7. So the whole value comes 2 into 3 raised to 4 into 7. This is what you get. Okay, now basically we're finding out 168 is a factor of 1134 raised to n. Okay, so which means when I'm taking 2 cube into 3 into 7 should be divisible by whatever is the numerator. 2 into 3 raised to 4 into 7 raised to n. This should be divisible. Here the maximum power is 3. To cut, I need 2 as a 3 as a power. So minimum value of n has to be 3 in order to cut. Right? Minimum value of n has to be 3 in order to cut. Now use the second part of it. Okay. So we use second part. So if I look at the second part of it, in that case, you need m is the least integer where 1134 is a factor. So 1134 is nothing but 2 into 3 raised to 4 into 7. N is 3 out here. So you continue putting out your numerator. Numerator is nothing but 2 cube into 3 into 7, that is 168 raised to so m. Now here the biggest denominator is 3 raised to 12. Look at, so a numerator also requires 3 raised to 12, so it cuts. So m has to be 12. The biggest denominator is 3 raised to 12. Numerator also requires 12 at least m, so that 3 will get cut. Others will automatically get cut. So m is 12. So n is 3, m is 12. I'll get 12 plus 3. The answer will become 15, which is C option. That's the answer in this case. I hope this is clear. Thank you.